Hello and welcome to Todd Rolls Dice, where we're going to take a look at the second new team, Kill Team that has had their rules released by Games Workshop. This is all official, despite not having the box yet, or even knowing when the Kill Team box is going up for pre-order. So this is the Raveners side of the Kill Team Typhon box that must be due out imminently. From this being released now, I am probably expecting that this should have already have been up for pre-order, but is probably going up in the Sunday preview coming this week. But let's take a look at the Raveners now and see what they bring to the Tyranids. So first up, I don't have access to the Tyranid Codex. I don't know any of the other Tyranid units, but we'll have a look at the data cards, see what we think, see how useful they are. We do actually have two versions of this unit, so if you do want to build into Raveners, you could have quite a lot of them running around. But let's get into this first. So this is the standard Raveners. They are for 5 models, 125 points, which I don't think is too bad. Movement 10 inches, toughness 5, save of 4 up, 3 wounds, 8 plus leadership, and 1 OC, which isn't a terrible stat line. Bearing in mind this is 5 models as well. We have a couple of abilities, so Deep Strike, very nice. They have Synapse, which is the Tyranid faction one, or one of the Tyranid faction rules, and they also have Death from Below. At the end of your opponent's turn, if this unit is not within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units, you can remove it from the battlefield and place it into strategic reserves. Uppy, Downy, Tyranids. Sounds pretty good to me. Melee weapons. They only have one option here. All 5 models are equipped with Ravener Claws and Talons. They are twin-linked, range melee, 3 attacks, weapon skill of 3 up, strength 5, minus 2 AP, 2 damage, so not too shabby. Keywords: Inventory, Great Devourer, Vanguard Invader, Burrowers, and Raveners. I'm not sure what Great Devourer, Vanguard Invader, Burrowers makes sense, but I don't know what the other two are. Turn to place, let me know. But this sounds pretty good. Like I say, it's 5 Raveners, they have no options, and they are 125 points. I don't think that's too bad, in all honesty. I think that's quite a nice standard, fairly well priced. I think that's quite a nice unit. But probably over to the more exciting one, the Hyper Adapted Raveners. So this is the Kill Team specific builds, if you want to go that way, and this also brings in a character, which is cool. We'll cover the stat line first, then we'll look at all the other bits that they bring. So the Hyper Adapted Raveners, 10 inch move, toughness 5, 4 up save. The Prime has 6 wounds, and 7 up leadership, whereas the standard Raveners have 3 wounds and 8 up leadership, and both have OC of 1. Standard Raveners, no difference there, but the Prime is a nice addition, and 6 wounds, giving them that character model, is pretty good as well. Because of that, they are pricey, so again, it's a team of 5 models, but they're 165 points. Extra 3 wounds, and some other abilities that we'll get into, for 40 points. Probably reasonable. This gives them a ranged weapon. Venom Bolt is Assault, Ignores Cover, and Torrent. Nice. 12 inch range, attacks D6 plus 3, automatically hits, strength 6, minus 1 AP, 1 damage. So quite a few attacks potentially. 1 damage, nothing to shout too loud about, but minus 1 AP is nice, strength 6 is always good, and Assault, Ignores Cover, and Torrent are quite nice keywords there. Melee weapons, we have the Prime, Claws and Talons, so that this will be just on the Prime. Anti-Monster 5 up, Anti-Vehicle 5 up, twin-linked. 6 attacks, hits on 3 up, strength 5, minus 2 AP, 2 damage. And then the other 4 Raveners in the team have Ravener Heavy Claws and Talons, Anti-Monster 5 up, Anti-Vehicle 5 up, twin-linked, and they are range melee, 3 attacks each. Weapon skill 3 up, strength 5 minus 2 AP, 2 damage. So no difference there, really, other than the Anti-Monster, Anti-Vehicle 5 up, which isn't bad. They're obviously giving these more of a hard-hitting role. Abilities, we have Deep Strike and Leader, Faction, Shadow of the Warp, Ravener Prime only, and Synapse. We also have Alpha Invader. Weapons equipped by models in this unit have the Sustained Hits 1 ability. Not bad at all. And Hypersensory Array. Once per battle round, you can target this unit with the Rapid Ingress or Heroic Intervention stratagem for 0 CP, and can do so even if you've already targeted a different unit with that stratagem this turn. Rapid Ingress is pretty good on something with Deep Strike, and honestly, I think Heroic Intervention with that unit is brutal and it completely fits the vibe of Raveners. I've played Space Marine 2. They definitely intervene quite a lot. Keywords, we have exactly the same, except they're hyper-adapted Raveners instead of Raveners, and the Prime has character and synapse keywords. And unit composition, obviously we have the Ravener Prime, 4 Raveners, 3 of them just with the heavy claws and talons, 1 of them also gets the Venom Bolt, so you're only going to be getting that ranged attack once per shooting phase, but still I don't think that's bad. For an extra 40 points, I think that's quite a nice glow up. Yeah, not bad. I don't know if this is a unit that Tyranids need. I feel like Deep Strike is pretty nice, and being able to just do stuff with them. They don't have Uppy Downy that the standard Raveners get, but they do fulfill a very different role, and you probably want to get them into vehicles or monsters and see if you can get that 5 up to really start to pay off. And Heroic Intervention is nice, Rapid Ingress is nice. Yeah, I quite like both of these units. I think Raveners just as a whole, I think that's quite a nice stat line. Not too expensive either, but they're going to do a job for you, and they're going to be 4 up save, yeah okay, but toughness 5, helps keep them alive a little bit, 3 wounds each. Yeah, I quite like these. I don't think they're too bad, but I'm no specialist on Tyranids. So Tyranid players, let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.